And yet the mayor is here making that contract the subject of these proceedings, but he didn't respond to your open records request to produce that in a timely manner, did he?
Yes,
Do you
correct.
feel like he did that intentionally and that that's also a crime?
This is a hearing for Mr. Alvin Jones. Mr. Alvin, this is due to an illegal or contract put in place with the Urban Redevelopment Authority for property on Gordon Street. Are you aware of this?
Am I aware of the contract negotiations? Yes, I'm aware of the contract negotiation. It wasn't official.
Hold on,
I'm sorry.
let him finish.
I'm just asking, was he aware of the
Well,
contract?
you're gonna give your statement of why we're here today, or
Yeah,
like you did
that's,
before?
he went to the Urban Redevelopment Authority with a proposal. The Urban Redevelopment Authority drew up a contract, which he said his board had authorized him signing. The Urban Redevelopment Board signed it and provided with him, and we did not get it back, so.
Was anything else other than what you just described?
No,
with
just
urban
was that
redevelopment?
contract approved by the board, or was he approved by the board to come into the contractual agreement with the URA?
A few minutes later. 3 days later.
That's the question I'm asking.
Okay, well, I'm gonna present testimony. Why don't you produce your evidence? And do you have a copy of the contract?
I do not own me right now.
Can we see the contract that you're talking about?
A few moments later. 3 weeks later.
Ask the city administrator to bring me a copy of it. That's the reason where the hearing was called, due to the contract negotiations.
Sure.
That we're not sure was legal.
All right,
Well, inefficiency.
Inefficiency. Yeah.
and do you have any facts to support the grounds for inefficiency? What's the basis of inefficiency, please?
Again, Mr. Mayor, you provided your comments. And
Well, he just said it was
I'm sorry, Mr. Duggan,
inefficiency.
let me make sure I don't talk over the court reporter, but whatever arguments you want to make regarding presentation of evidence, they've been preserved, they can be brought up another time.
All right, Mr. Nelson, you just asked the mayor, and it's on the record, if another reason for removing Mr. Jones was for inefficiency. The mayor said yes, and so I'm merely asking, what are the facts that support the grounds for inefficiency?
And I will say again, Mr. Duggan, that we provided the notice pursuant to the statute. My purpose was to ensure that he has stated all the grounds that were included in the notice.
Right, and I'm just simply stating, I understand the grounds as written on this piece of paper. Are there any facts to support the ground for inefficiency? That's all I'm asking. Or does the mayor intend to present any more evidence than what he's just stated? And are you a witness to this contract issue, Mr. Mayor?
Yes.
And are you gonna, since you're a witness to this contract issue that you've raised, where the contract is not even being presented here for purposes of cross-examination, I assume you're gonna allow me to cross-examine you and put you under oath, yes?
This is not a cross-examination.
Okay.
This is not a court.
Yeah, this is the whole idea of due process and fairness, where you've got the mayor who is a party to the proceedings. He is a witness. He is involved in it personally. And he will not go under oath to be questioned about the allegations that he himself says he was privy to and is a witness to. So I want to make that an objection to the record and demonstrate to the court how unfair this mayor is being, that he will not allow himself to be questioned under oath, where he says he's admitted he was a witness and he won't even produce, or at least he hasn't yet, the contract. Having said that, Mr. Jones, raise your right hand. You swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you God.
I do.
All right. And if you would identify yourself for the record,
My name is Alvin Jones.
and what is your position here with the City of Washington Housing Authority?
I am the chairman of the Washington Works Housing Authority Board. The grounds for your removal are as follows: inefficiency, neglect of duty, failure to ensure compliance with board responsibilities and duties.
Okay. And do you know what he means by inefficiency?
I do not.
Do you know what the mayor means by neglect of duty?
I do not.
Has the mayor ever explained that to you?
He has not.
Had the mayor ever called you and complained to you about anything in your role and your responsibilities as a member of the Board of Commissioners of the Washington Housing Authority?
He has not.
Has he ever sent you any written communication complaining about anything in terms of your duties and responsibilities?
He has not.
Did he ever give you an opportunity to explain anything about this URA that he's now sprung on you today for the first time?
He did not.
And,
Regardless.
and did you get any response from the mayor to this email?
I did not.
Did he grant you a continuance?
He did not.
Did he ever provide any explanation as to what he meant by inefficiency or neglect of duty prior to today?
He did not.
Did you think that was unfair?
I do.
For what is that document, please?
It's open records request, City of Washington, Georgia.
Is this your open records request that you sent to the mayor?
Yes,
And you asked for all documents evidencing anything that supported these allegations against you of inefficiency and/or for neglect of duty, didn't you?
I did.
And did you have any idea until today what the actual charges were?
I did not.
You had no idea that you were going to get blindsided by this alleged contract?
I did not.
And she specifically states there are no records responsive to any of your open records requests, doesn't she?
She does.
And indeed, the contract that the mayor says he's going to get to us before the day's over, they didn't even produce that before today, did they?
They have not.
And yet the mayor is here making that contract the subject of these proceedings, but he didn't respond to your open records request to produce that in a timely manner, did he?
Yes.
Do you
Correct.
feel like he did that intentionally and that that's also a crime?
I am.
I mean,
Absolutely.
are you aware that under the Open Records Act, a willful failure to produce records or documents in responsive is a misdemeanor and is a crime in the state of Georgia?
It is. I am. I am aware of that.
And do you know why the mayor didn't produce that contract that is the subject of this hearing today?
I do not know.
Do you think he was just trying to blindside you like he's done today?
I do.
I do too.